ByteDance seems to be on the roll. Just a couple of days ago, they released this fabulous bagel model which we covered thoroughly, and now we have a Dolphin on our hand. In this video, we are going to install Dolphin locally, which is designed to read and understand complex documents like papers, reports, or forms that contain a mix of text, images, tables, and formulas. This is Fahad Mirza, and I welcome you to the channel. Think of Dolphin as having two main jobs. First, it looks at the entire document page to figure out what's where and in what order things should be read, like how you might scan a newspaper to see the layout. And secondly, it dives into each specific part to extract the actual content. This two-step approach helps Dolphin handle complicated documents more accurately than trying to do everything at once. This model works like a sophisticated reading machine, and we are going to check out its architecture and few other things as we go. But now let's get right into it and get it installed locally to play around with it. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system, and I'm going to use this GPU card NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM courtesy massed compute. I'm creating a virtual environment. If you also want to rent a GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to massed compute in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. Okay, so let's go back to our terminal. Our virtual environment is almost done. Let's git clone the repo of Dolphin, and I will drop the link to it in video's description too. Next up, let's install all the requirements with Hugging Face CLI from the root of the repo. This is going to take a few minutes, so let's wait. While that happens, let me also give a huge shout out to Camel who are sponsoring this video. Camel is an open source community on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. Okay, so now our requirements get installed. Let's talk a bit more about this model. So as I said, it is sort of a reading machine with two main parts working together. First, there is a vision encoder, specifically a Swin transformer, that is a type of neural network that's really good at understanding images by looking at them in small patches and understanding how different parts relate to each other. And it acts like the eyes that examine the document image and extract visual information. Second part is text decoder. It uses MBART for it. MBART is a multilingual neural network that's excellent at converting visual information back into the readable text across different languages. And this MBART serves as a brain that interprets what the eyes saw and converts it into structured text output. What makes Dolphin special is that you can give it instructions in plain English or Chinese, and then we tell it exactly what kind of information you want to extract from a document, whether it's a text, a table, formula, or whatever element, and it is going to do that. But let's see in practice. Let's go here and check what is happening. So everything is installed, which is quite good. Let me clear the screen here. Now next up, we need to log into Hugging Face, and for maybe we'll just make a directory first, because the reason we are doing this is that we want to download the model from Hugging Face. Now let's log in with the Hugging Face CLI. You would also need the read token from Hugging Face profile, which is free. Let me paste my token and then we will log in here. There you go. So our login is all done. Let's download the model into the directory which we have just created with a simple Hugging Face CLI download command. And the model is getting downloaded. Seems like a smallish model. Let's wait for it. And the model is now installed, and it's such a small model you don't even need a GPU. Now in order to check it out, first we are just going to check it on this document, which is an image JPEG, and we just want to extract all of this page text with the help of this model. So I'm just going to use the script which they have provided. This is taking model path our page as an input and then saving the result in the results directory. So let's run this. And there you go, it was lightning fast and it has just given us some of the architecture of the model, and then it is telling us about the decoder, and then this is a sample. It has done everything and then it has pasted the results here. Let's go to the results directory. Oh wow, so there is a markdown, there is a JSON. Let's first check the markdown. There you go. So if I quickly browse through it, it is excellent. I don't see any mistake here, which is great. You can also compare it with this image if you like. So pretty good, I would say. I mean, that's sort of a docking level quality, I must say. Anyway, let's check out the JSON one. There you go. This is really amazing. This could be very beneficial for creating a data set of your data. So structured output looks good. I'm just going to scroll down a bit. So on the basis of page element, it has created the JSON key value. Very nice. Okay, so that is amazing. Let's try out another one. Okay, next up, let's try to extract this table out of this and then we will convert it. So I'm just going to launch the model again. So again, you can see we are calling the same command, but if you look at the element, so this is the element type table. So previously we processed the whole page. Now we are just looking to process a certain element on the page. So in this one, I'm asking it to just process element type table. So let's run this. Let's also check out the VRAM consumption. You can run it on CPU, I'm more than sure. You see it is running at the moment. We will keep monitoring this here. So I'm sure you can easily run it on. There you go. So it just consumed over 2 gig of VRAM for a bit, and then that was all done. So easily runnable on CPU. And let's check out the results. So it should be here somewhere. Let me open that directory. There you go, the results directory. Let's first check out the markdown of this table. Yep, looks pretty good to me. We can even preview it in some sort of maybe let's try to see if I can preview it somewhere. There you go. So I just found this markdown live preview. I pasted it here and this is the one table. Let me also go it side by side. You see, looks pretty good. Let me make it a bit smaller. There you go. Yeah, I don't see any errors here. Even the brackets and dots are there. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Okay, that is good. So I'll just close it and then we might just go and check out the JSON one. Yep, looks good. So there you go. So element by element, it has converted it into JSON, the label and text. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure if we can further customize it, but I think maybe in the next version. But look, I think already looks really cool to me. Okay, next up, let's try to extract this another element of formula and let's see how it goes with that. I'm just going to clear the screen and then let's check out. And you see that I have now changed the element type to formula. And the speed is very fast, as you can see. Within few seconds, it just gives us a response back. And in this one, I'm just letting it run so that you would also see the speed. I think just took around 7 seconds. It's all done, even less. Let's check out the results. So markdown, this is a markdown one. Can we live preview it or not? Let's check it out. So I'm just going to paste it here. There you go. So in the boxed format, looks, yep, spot on. And then let's check out the JSON one. There you go. So text and label. Okay, so this is pretty cool, I would say. Let's try out one final attempt. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to extract this paragraph element from the page. For that, let's run this. Let's first clear it. And then I'm going to run this. And you can see that the element type is now text, and it is going to extract that paragraph. So let's wait, and it has finished processing both. So let's quickly check the markdown. What happened here? So it didn't extract it properly. So nothing is perfect in this world. Okay, so let's go back here and check the paragraph. Yep, you see it just did the reverse jump, so it didn't do it fully. Or you know what, I think yeah, let's go back. This is a paragraph 2 I'm checking, whereas I gave it para 1. So let me quickly show you the para 1. I think it was my mistake. Maybe I'll change it to para 2. My apologies. Let's run it again and see if it is able to do the paragraph 2. I'll show you the paragraph 2 again. Okay, so hopefully this will be better now. So this is a paragraph 2. Let's go to the markdown. This is, there you go. Now let's compare it. So I think not bad. What do you think? I'm just quickly scouring through it. Where is this 3% in this line? You third last industry standard of 3%. Do you see it here? Yep, there you go. I don't see industry standard or industry standard. No, there is industry. Well done. I think this has done a fabulous job. I'm trying to nitpick just like some of you do with my videos, but okay, so that was just a joke. But look, I think it has done wonderfully well. Really good. Okay, so that is good. Let's try to do the JSON. Yep, that's also good. Even with the line breaks are there. Very nice. So look, pretty good thing by ByteDance. I think they are doing wonderfully well. As I mentioned earlier, their bagel model is also quite nice, and this Dolphin is also quite nice. I think this is at par with Docling from IBM. Really good stuff. So that's it. Let me know, what do you think? Can I please request you to like the video and share it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That is the only marketing I do, so please help me out. Thank you very much.